We are here, back on the moon, back with more Endwalker. The gang is here, the Aetheryte is there, and the adorable creatures are down there. Let us commence. Good evening, Thancred. They must be the Loporids mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on then, let us be about it. Ba-da-da-da-ba. Look at your baby. Oh my god. Bunny. Whoa. The leader of the crew. Not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way is the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Aetheris. And that's a promise. Oh my god. Livy, I want to take one home. Can I take one home? Why? That's really sad. I promise I'll take care of them. I'll make sure that they're well fed and they have a nice comfortable place to sleep. And that they have fun and games. And that they're given lots of love. Unfortunately, that's not my decision. That's her decision. Leader? No. Sleeping Way. My job is... Perhaps I'd better ask. Oh, okay. Lovely quote. Oh yeah, did I show off my current machinist glam? I changed it a bit from yesterday. Yeah. So like, I repurposed my old Reaper glam, changed up a couple things, changed the colors, and I landed on this. You know what? I'm gonna actually queue up. Anything DPS in need? No. Of course not. I might as well queue up for leveling anyway. Yeah, this stream is gonna be quite short because I do have some stuff. Well, I do have something that I need to attend at around 1 AM. Wouldn't it be nice if at this level I could still take on the MSQ EXP? I think that'd be great. Just getting 400k experience at this level, I would just jump up like 3 levels. 3 or 4 levels. Well, what? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? What was that supposed to be? Your humming, if one can even call it that, is atrociously off-key. It should sound more like this. That sounded exactly the same. As for the leader of the Loporits, I cannot allow substandard attempts at musicality to go unremarked, even if you are a guest. But being the magnanimous sort that I am, I'll forgive you this once. Well, well, looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it? Is this all of them? A group comprised entirely of children? What must their parents be thinking? This isn't a nursery after all, though perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter. You needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. Goodness me. We shouldn't be standing around gawping. I must take you to meet the others. If you could run along back toward the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the centre, if you should find yourselves lost. I shall gather the others and meet you there. Well then, back to the upper floor it is. I love this track. This track is lovely. Honestly, I could just say that about like all of Endwalker's music. At least all of these area themes. As I mentioned last stream, more than once. La 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 la. Oh yes. Important note. Tomorrow, I will be streaming Grand Blue at DGen hours. Because the open beta drops at like 1 AM or I think it's like... I want to say it's like 2 AM. It's 6 PM Pacific, so it should be 2 AM my time. I'm gonna wait here a minute. Well, first of all, there's an ether thingy. Ether current, that's it. I was like, ether flow? No, that's not what it's called. There we go, yep. I knew it was wise to wait a second. That is a glowy sword. Oh my god! Livy, look! Look! Oh, okay, this is one of those AoE skills. Pew pew! Isn't that supposed to be a key? Where's the key? Unless the key was already picked up. Where's the key? Where's the other DPS? Oh, okay, there's the key. We forgot the key in the other door. Lovely. Pew! You really love Alpha if you don't drop money just to ride in a bike with him? An excellent question. Pew! Well, you could do a lot worse than 65, but at the same time, 65 for a plush is steep. Okay, in that case, if it comes with the Mini Omega, now we're talking. That's a real plush right there. Hit it with a pow! I like this move, spread shot. It looks cool. I bet it will look cooler at higher level. Damn, they said forget the enemies. We're just grab the key and move. I like this Dark Knight. Damn, that overheated status lasts for no time at all. That shit is gone so quickly. It's gone before I can even use the 5 stacks. I guess that will not remain to be the case, but... Whoop. That sounds awesome. Nah. Okay, they did it. Cool. I just realized I didn't have it on the hotbar. You gotta give it to Fakey Stola. What's good, Nidrixer? You know, I was thinking, yesterday. So obviously you went through Tower of Babel and you were on Sage in that run, right? And I was thinking, man, I was not ever close to dying. Like, not even remotely close at any point, aside from when I obviously messed up the mechanic on the boss. I thought that felt very nice. Like, even though I didn't even feel like I needed to use that much mitigation. And I just felt very comfortable. I thought, that's how I need to play Sage. Like, literally, aside from, like, I felt like... aside from just using, Holy Sheltron, I just thought, yeah, I feel very comfortable. Look, sometimes I just like casting... what's it called? Clemency. Dude, I didn't even realize that. Because obviously I knew that there was the Holy Sheltron, but I didn't realize that Holy Circle and Spirit also heal me. That they do. And they're pretty potent cures as well. What the heck? 400 cure? This class sick. This class is sick. What the fuck? I think it was... That increases the potency. Yeah, it would have been... It's 84. Adds a healing effect to Holy Spirit, Circle, and Confiteor. Confiteor? Whatever. I think it's very strange how it's like... You know, deals unexpected damage to target and all enemies nearby, with a potency of 400 for the first and 50% less for all remaining. And then it says the Requiescat potency 900. But like, you can only use this when you're in Confiteor ready status, and like, you don't get that status without using Requiescat. So it's like, well, why even put this potency here? This potency is just... You might as well just have the one potency. Right? Oh, is there a condition where... Or does that come later? Is there a condition where you can use this without using Requiescat? Am I just blind and suck? That's true. That's true. Because, like... Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, to be honest, it's like... The way I see it, the first thing that you want to do once you use your Requiescat is to use, Confiteor, right? You use this, and then you use your Holy Spirit or Holy Circle, depending on the mobs. Okay. Because what I've been doing is I'll do, like... I don't know, I'll start with, like, a Fast Blade. And then weave in Fight or Flight. And then use Goring Blade. Weave Requiescat. Confetia, while weaving, like, stuff like Spirits Within, Circle of Scorn, Intervene, etc. And then go back and forth between Holy Spirit or just keep using Holy Spirit, right? That's what I've been doing so far. Of course, I only just started using this class, so I don't know. Yeah, that I did know, Nitrixer. I actually did have a question about Sage, funnily enough. So, do Heimer and Panheimer stack? Good to know. Good to know. Because I had a feeling, I don't know, obviously it would say if they didn't, rather than if they did. But for some reason in my mind, I got the idea that, oh, you know, it's going to be like Eucrasian Prognosis or Diagnosis, or it's going to be like Durocol and Torocol, where they don't stack, but it doesn't say that they don't, so it makes sense to assume that they do. I shall forever keep that in mind. Sorry, not Durocol, Caracol. Caracol and Torocol don't stack, do that, if I recall correct.
My name is Livingway, and we are the Loporits, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Etheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Livingway's the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Well, do we have some news for you?
I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Etheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations.
Okay, that makes sense. Something else I was thinking of with regards to dungeons is
Still not following?
using like applying your Eucrasian Diagnosis pre-pull and then using Pepsis just to quickly get access to added sting stacks. Should that work? Because you get an added sting stack when a Eucrasian Diagnosis shield breaks, right?
Here we have Etheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of
That does make sense as well.
proportions will be visited upon Etheris.
It seems like a very niche skill.
All life. Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Etheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Etheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star.
I do not like that plan.
Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of
I did not like it.
systems. We ought to make it to our
It was
destination in
stressful.
Jelly Rabbit's tail.
And sometimes stressful can be enjoyable. Part of it is, like,
Impressive technology.
it did the thing where it decided that you were gonna be incredibly weak for a sequence. And I actually generally quite like it when games do that. I think it can be done to an interesting effect. But I also think that it should be done at a point in the narrative where there's a really satisfying climax building towards it, right? Or it's building towards a very satisfying climax. So that you get that really great sense of the 180. I think Metal Gear Rising Revengeance does this really well, but there's a temporary sequence where you're playing as Raiden and you're incredibly limited in what you can do. You're basically just limping along, you're very limited in your attacks and your movement. And it works really well with the context of the next sequence, but
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago.
in this context it was like, oh gosh.
Moreover,
And navigating to where I needed to go was annoying.
we intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon?
Yeah, exactly like that. I think the lack of kind of
Don't say. Well, that's
build up towards it, as well as the events after it, kind of just made it feel
parrot people.
flimsy. Funnily enough, I think a situation like this, you could have slot a duty like that somewhere in Shadowbringers, and it probably would have worked better in the context of Shadowbringers.
Everyone's not like
Because I think, or even at like the start of Heaven's Ward, where narratively
could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
you're in context where you feel kind of weak and isolated in the grand scheme of things.
This, one of the first books sent to us, a compendium of the people of Atheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages.
That book is not very big.
I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
It's a pretty regular sized book. Ah. Look at her go.
Building Ray, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Oh, I feel sorry for that fella.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. all the same, I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
A wise question. As you can see, we're all gorgeous. We're all gorgeous and talented. That's all you need to know. Let me check something. Nice. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. That's a shame. What about this? This should give me the correct... No! No, no. It gave me a completely different armor.
Right then. Now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly! It won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it is imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers-to-be. If there is anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. And address it we shall. Here at the Bestways Borough, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We have produced myriad amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the Caratorium, and we'll see about filling your bellies.
She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of Aetheris rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more of the Loporrits and this vessel. Loporrits. Let me do the machinist quest while I have it. I'll come back here obviously in a bit, but I kind of want to head to Foundation. Good evening, sir. I was just thinking of the Paladin quests line. I think it's really funny because like that obviously the ARR quest line is like, for the most part, you know, when you're doing the Gladiator quest line, it is very much the Gladiator quest line. You then do like the level 30 and beyond, the Paladin quest line, all the way up to the Heavensward stuff, and that's like the Paladin quest line. But then you do you do the Stormblood quest line, and they realize how lame the Heavensward one was, so they just decide, you know what, we're gonna do the Gladiator quest line too. We're just gonna do the Gladiator quest line. Like, it's just gonna have the characters that you saw from the Gladiator quest line. All the important players are from the Gladiator quest line, not the Paladin one. It's a lot more simple and endearing as a result. I think my overall least favorite questline so far has been the monk one. Because at the very least, like, Heavensward Paladin questline sucks. But at the very least, there are some fun parts of that overall questline, harking from ARR to Stormblood. But, like, I feel like there isn't really a good part of the monk questline at all. I don't think I liked any part of it. Let me think of some of my favorite ones. Dragoon questline is cool. Red Mage questline I think is cool. I like the Red Mage one quite a bit. I've enjoyed a decent chunk of them. I'm of the unpopular opinion that the Heavensward, well, like the secondary part of the Dark Knight quest is stronger than the first part. I think I prefer that part. What other classes? Reapers, I didn't much care too much for. Same with the Sages. They were okay, I guess. Gunbreakers was pretty cool. Ninjas was pretty fun. Hello. I don't know what sort of weapon I want on Machinist. Yo? What's good, Kira? Was Miller playing? I saw Miller was playing Mario Kart 8 before. Doing mid? No! I pray that as the week progresses, that you're doing better, my boy. I saw one of Miller's stream titles that was like, are we gonna have like a chill day of Mario Kart or something like that? And it's like, no, of course you aren't. It's Mario Kart. There will be chaos and colorful language at every juncture. It's Mario Kart. He'd have to stream something completely different for that to be the chill vibes. Like, if he's streaming, like, I don't know, Streets of Rage, or even just, like, pretty much any other game, he would get much more chill vibes. But you're not going to get that from Mario Kart. Any other game except for, like, Mario Party. Mario Party is also going to have chaos. However, if you want chill vibes, you've come to a good place. The vibes are always nice and chill here. I should also point out that... There we go. Thank you very much, Miller, for the raid. Have a good night, bro. Take care, take care. Oh, Ben, that was... I completed it with about 3 minutes to spare. Dude, I was stressing. I was stressing trying to find the fuel tank for the Magitech thing. For the Magitech armor. Anyway. We head back to the moon. Yeah, it was not good. But I think this will probably be the last day I stream this game for this week at least. I'll be back to streaming this game next week, but from tomorrow... I mean, I guess I could probably stream... No. I was thinking tomorrow I could stream this, but... No. Granblue. Granblue Rising Beta is technically from Wednesday at like 2 AM. So I'm going to do a DGen hour stream for that. And then every other day is going to be streaming the game. But then I'll be on 16 from next week. I'll be ping-ponging between this and 16, I think, next week. I have no idea why I came up. There was no reason for me to come up. Whoa. Bro, this looks like some kind of gacha SSR crystal. I feel like if I broke open that crystal, I would get a rare pull. Oh my god, I want an SSR Livy. many... I wonder how many Narmayas there are. It's quite a few. I want to say like 5? 5 or 6? Well, there are 5 SSR Narmayas. The regular one, the summer one, the Christmas one, the grand one, and the Yukata one. And then the Valentine one is SR.
Welcome to the Caratorium. Here we create prototypes of various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production, Cooking Way. Pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many cycles of painstaking labour, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received. I've practically worn the words from those invaluable pages.
Oh no. This is about to be some Charlian level food, bro. We about to get Archon loaf.
Naturally, we've also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we were all quite famished. Up along the platforms here, and you'll find a storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like.
So, I know once you get the tribal quests for these guys, I know that this thing is a mount that you can get. And I think I want one. Ether current. I think they should make another Percival. It is different colored carrots. You open the storage unit and find a rainbow-colored assortment of carrots. We shall go... Which color are we picking, friends? Orange, blue, yellow, or crimson? Crimson one is ominous. Crimson it is. The soft texture and redolent aroma of this crimson creation belie its staggering weight. The excessive length and girth only compound the mystery, leaving you perplexed as to the nature of this carrot. Excessive length and girth, eh? Very interesting. Yes. On second thought, you elect to simply take the obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it is safe to eat first.
So, did any of our selections set your mouth to watering? Ah, yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favourites, actually. Please, dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think.
Eat the obscenely large carrot. Even Viera liked to swoon at the sight of so grand a carrot. That or be offended by all those assume that they would. Which one would it be? Nah, whatever. Hey, no. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. The carrot is oddly tender, but as you begin to chew, a rich aroma fills your nostrils. A newfound vigor begins swelling within you. The rumbling of your stomach, however, suggests it may simply be indigestion. Iron carrot. You suddenly find yourself full of vim and vigor.
What did you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted, yes? The iron carrot can be a bit difficult to digest, but the boost to endurance it promises makes the perfect meal before the day of heavy lifting. We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help with sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion.
What if I don't like carrots?
Charlian? What in blazes is that? I take it too you had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and naught else? If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine in Etheris? Surely you are aware we have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate. Of course we are, but well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for the encyclopedia I found, we would have been at a loss where to begin. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food.
That's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them?
You mean steaming, boiling, roasting and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways. But our primary concern was efficiency. And what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production?
A rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it?
Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue. You know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjugations, just the basics. Then, we found the terms related to our given tasks, and used them to form our new names. Aren't they helpful?
No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thou deem such a change necessary?
When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway.
I see.
I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though, if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Etheris as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, one I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu.
Oh yeah, I don't think I... That's fine. Do I really want to queue up for an AI? You know what? Yes. I will continue to level this in the background of the stuff.
I think we've had our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way.
Ah, yes. From the race of people that all wear the same thing. I'm sure it will impress.
Here we are, the apparel production station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task, creation magics. Heidelin, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the self-same affinity for magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them, but I will regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized ether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra vis we needed.
My, how resourceful.
The sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear we've read all about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume? This has also been taken into account with our designs.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's time for the Sunken Temple of Khan. Everybody's favorite dungeon. Oh my god, it's a tiny little frog. Whee! Let's move, frog. Marauder buddy, please use your AoEs. You are a level 35 gladiator and the enemies are aggroing me. Please use your AoEs. This way, friend. No, wrong button. Okay. They're not French. They're just new. Oh. Why am I dying? Please, Light Reaper! Bro, look at us! Why have we taken so much damage? No, you know what? It's probably best if I, you know, target the same. Oh no. Oh, they're not gonna know how to deal with the mechanics. Okay, big fella, I'm doing you a favor right now. See that bee? Thank me later. Where are you going? I ran that way to save your life, my friend. Oops. Damn. That poor monk. Oh, I wasted my overheat thingy. Oh, this tank is like a baby. Okay. Baby. Oh my god, bless this monk. This monk's getting the comm. The monk's getting the comm. Oh. You don't actually need to press anything in those. You can just keep going this way. You really... Whatever. Come here. You don't need to do anything with these. Buddy. Buddy, come here. Light Reaper. Come. Rescue him. Oh. It's gonna be like, yo, rescue him. Bring him here. I love this tank. Look at them dressed as a frog and they're just jumping everywhere. Did I say tank? I meant monk. No, don't attack the healer. I'd rather you attack me. Come here. Leave the healer alone, please. Thank you. See, okay, so they know how to use, like, their mitigation. Oh, granted, they did use fight or flight and their mitigation, like, well, after the enemy was dead, but yeah, it's progress. It's progress. Okay, this class is already cool. Okay, there was no reason for you to get hit by that. Oh, dear. Okay, so they stood in like 2 AoEs. I sincerely love this monk. I would com him 5 times. Where is the white mage? What are they doing? Blah. That is true, but the problem is, I've got to hope that Light Reaper, our friend Light Reaper, you know, where are you going? Pulls in multiple ads. Okay, there we go. Wait, that's this. Okay, that's fine. That little group of wall crawlers, they needed to die. For some reason, I thought I'd actually forgotten what the ranged LB was. I forgot it was the line instead of the circle. I was expecting it to be like a circle, but that's fine. Yeah, this class bangs. The fact that this class is fun at level 35 is really cool. Having that little burst window is fun. Buddy? Thank you. I love that the white mage is prioritizing healing us, the DPSs, over healing the tank, because the tank isn't tanking.
Froggy. Oh my god, I love this frog. Got the 2 comms. That actually made me pass 800, I believe. Yeah. Honestly, that was probably more fun than, than most runs of Sunken Temple of Quan I've done. That was just funny. Because, like, yeah, that tank has a lot of, like, basic things to learn, but it's okay. They're very clearly brand new to the game. And, like, if you don't have anyone to kind of show you the ropes, then you just won't learn. You won't learn straight away. I do hope at least that, you know, people are able to help them at some point at the very least. At least with the basic foundation of, you know, tanking dungeons, because it's going to get a lot harder once they reach somewhere like Shadowbringers, where the dungeons are demanding enough to at least, you know, ask you to actually use your mitigation decently and make sure that you're properly balancing your pulls and stuff like that. Anyway, that was fun. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, it's you. One of the visitors from Etheris. Oh, goodness me, Mappingway wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. Oh, right. You're here to try a new set of clothes, right? What would you like? What would you have me fashion for you today? Fashionable. Right. This will only take a moment. How fucking dare you? There we are. All finished. A perfect fit, if I do say so myself. I'll be honest, I know nothing of fashion, let alone fashion in Etheris. But I'd wager no one down there has ever worn anything like this fine ensemble. Perhaps you can start a new trend. Oh, would you look at that? Speechless. And here I thought you may not like it. If you've a mind to try something else, why not speak with my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'd be happy to oblige. Why? 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 What is going on? Oh, the trousers. Oh my god. Help. Haha, no one said you'd be coming. How can I help you? You wish to try my clothes? Really? Of course. It would be my honor. Did you have anything in mind? I think I can handle that. Let's see. This should do.
Why do I still have the mask? What is going on?
Some of my best work yet. Times and tastes truly have changed. It used to be so rare for anyone to request clothing with a focus on form over function. Thankfully, I had a spare concept for robes made using a different fabric. I think it looks rather fetching. Oh, I was worried how the concept would turn out when put to proof, but it looks stunning on you. Won't you go show Livingway? I'm sure she's eager to see what we've come up with. Oh.
So sweet and so clueless. I can't break it to them that their fits look like... I can't break it to them that their fits look horrible. Oh, I can't wait to see I hope the others are wearing just as awful fits. I cannot wait to see them. I hope Urianger is just wearing his ARR cowl. I need to see it again.
My, don't we look splendid? The result of much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. Shh, you needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and we Leporits in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same having sampled our creations.
Oh my god, the green. The metallic green. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Oh my god.
They insisted we sample all their concepts ere we returned.
Verily, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. Look at them all! Why do they all have the masks? Nah, it's the metallic green on Urianger that's killing me. I think it's past time we return to these clothes.
I was so confident our garments would meet your approval. Whatever are we doing wrong? The Watcher taught us that, in his time, everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to modern tastes by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but...
Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Etheirys, they will most certainly have need of your attire. It is clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my tastes, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their personal preferences.
I fear I have underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we'd memorized every tone we received, I doubt we'd have fared much better. Maybe we're doing you a disservice trying to shower you with our baubles and flippery, thinking it was for your benefit when you'd be better off on your own.
There are some who might agree. People who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As for one such form of fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well?
Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Heidelind's love for Etheirys, and the salvation of the people on that star and that star alone has always been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all.
I suppose you're right.
Livingway, might we have leave to explore Bestway's burrow unattended? You've given us much to think about. Why, certainly. Until then.
What's going on, Ryonje? If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer.
Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There was actually something I wished to speak with you about.
What up, Wisdom?
Let's be off then, shall we?
We've met the Moon Buns.
Oh.
You're coming with me. You're coming with me.
My apologies. I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about the visitors come from Etherius. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Etherius refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. But wait! You haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is, I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, the name's Growingway, by the way. See you soon.
What a good little baby. I'm one level off Cutter's Cry. In fact, I'm so little. I'm a little baby bit of experience off of Cutter's Cry, and I've done these already. La la la. Da, 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 da. Just in case I get attacked. Because if I get attacked by any of those enemies while I was on Machinist, I would just die. Oh, I'm not sure if we've shared this on the... Okay, no, we have. I was going to say, Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, that needs to be tweeted out. If it hasn't been tweeted out already... No, I think it has been. I got enough notifications. No, never mind. Yeah, no, I was gonna say, especially since you're here, Wisdom, that we are doing a spoiler cast today. We're doing the Tears of the Kingdom spoiler cast. It will be earlier than usual. So instead of our usual time of 6:30 PST, it'll be at 5 PST. So in about an hour and 20 minutes. That's why this stream is relatively short. I don't think it's been tweeted out yet. Oh, actually no, before I make an announcement, I need to actually find which channel we're doing it on. Yeah, you know, as part of the course for Japan Time podcast, we are horribly disorganized as always. But you know, podcast wouldn't be the same otherwise. But yeah, the spoiler cast. If you don't want to be spoiled, then you shouldn't tune into the podcast, Poppers, I'm afraid. But yeah, the spoiler cast for Tears of the Kingdom will be on Roger's channel, so twitch.tv/RogersBase.
You're here. You're really here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry, what should I call you? Sylvia Duskmane, eh? Oh, crikey, even your names are amazing. Well, Sylvia, we'll be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready.
Ready in the teleporter.
Oh, he has a much deeper voice than I thought. Damn. He looks so cute. Boop. Oh.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Whoop. Where am I?
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Hmm?
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really, but the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work.
Oh.
Quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Idle musings. 'Tis no trifle thou dost ask, yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. Since the residential quarters are closed off for now, I've rerouted the teleporter to allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully it proves useful in the meantime. Shame you couldn't see it though. Really would have liked it. Cheers, big ears. It may not seem like it. It may not seem like it, but we've been planning this far longer than I'd care to admit. Each time we woke up, have long discussions about how to save as many of you as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this and that. The one thing we all agreed upon was that the people of Aetheris wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd hop at any chance to visit. Ugh, I've got something latched on my throat. It's really annoying. Rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitation. The residential quarters might not be up to the necessary standards just yet, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. You already had a look around the Curatorium, but wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east end of the borough. Follow me.
Let's do another run of some Sunken Temple of Khan. Why not? Get that experience. Wobbling way.
Good, you're here. Through this door is Greatest End's Vale. It was named as such because it's the veil to end all veils, the most beautiful forest you'll ever see. We understand that people of Aetherius enjoy taking leisurely walks through natural spaces and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. How about we start with a nice stroll to the fountain? This way. Should probably get Master Recipes 1 and 2. Weirdly though, Master Recipes 1 and 2 tend to be two of the most cumbersome to get. Whoa. Granted, you know, this does not remind me of a natural forest, but it's very cool. What the heck? So, what did you think of the forest? Isn't it positively pleasant? Simply sublime? Right you are. Our forest is made of crystals and construct, dotting the landscape as far as the eye can see. Building this place was a challenge, let me tell you. Since we were born here, we'd never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. And thanks to our atmospheric circulation system, this place produces air as clean as you'd find in the forests of Etheris. The fountain here behind us, powered by the rather large crystal adorning its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making it the most spherical of spheres. And I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. That is very round. I enjoy nothing more than a nice long stretch and a spot of relaxation whenever I come up here. You look like you could do with a stretch yourself. That's the spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. A sight worth the many years spent building this place. If it's not too much to ask, it's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through this forest with someone from Etheris. Could we maybe... My baby boy, of course we can. You will? Ah, be still, my quivering whiskers. I was thinking, Sylvia, that I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little thing about the moon and what it is we do. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiac, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Idling gave us our first task, furnish the moon and with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done, 6,000 years give or take. But anyway, let's keep going. 6,000 years. Fucking hell, mate. What? No! I'm not sure what it is you do with crystals in Etheris, but we don't eat them, and certainly not this one. It's possessed of all 6 elements: wind, lightning, fire, earth, ice, and water. We use crystals like these to maintain the moon's elemental equilibrium. It's worth mentioning, though, because of Heidelin's influence, being the embodiment of tranquility and stasis and all, manipulating the elements here is different than it might be on Etheris. A conjuring of fire would sooner dry your clothes and singe them, for example. Put simply, the etheric conditions are ill-suited to growth, which is why the surface is mostly barren. Of course, this was all necessary to keep the raging energies of Zodiac in check. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin to building the habitable areas until the propulsion systems were ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought we'd need 4,000 years to make all this? It certainly wasn't work you dare rush, either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which won't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was that brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt, when that bizarre red satellite was sent up from Etheris, the Allegans mischief, I think. We thought maybe some new nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiac. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Heidelin informed us of its destruction. Ah, yes, there was much joyous humming that day. Whoop. There we go. Lancelot Blackburn. Why are you viewing the cutscene? Wait, but you're 59 Dragoon. Why have you not been here as a 59 Dragoon? Astra's cute. Yeah, this dungeon is it's not good. The only reason I'm here again was because my machinist is level 37 at the moment, as you can see, and the next dungeon is 38. Definitely need to target the bee. There we go. Indeed, the Ewer. T.Y. Astra.
Pressing the wrong fucking button. They didn't know. Oh, it changed. No. Allow it. Thank you. Woo! Let's go main tank, baby! Whoa. 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 What has happened to the frame rate? What the fuck? That was weird. Don't kill it. Really? Oh, come on. It's on the thing. Come on! Ah! No, Dragoon, please, please. Let it come this way. Finally. We do not need to bother with these. Fuck it, we ball. Come here. Come here. Oops. Okay, I need to rearrange these at some point. Yep. I appreciate this, Astro. They keep giving me cards. Hit it with a bow. Oh, if you're gonna like, no, Dragoon. Yeah, no, I agree. Because when it comes to, like, even the 50-60, it's like, well, I really don't want to play these level 60 ARR dungeons, because they suck, right? Level 50, sorry. So many of them are just bad. Please don't put me through Pharaoh Sirius again, man, like... I'm just not trying to deal with that. Hit it with the shots! Hit it with the shots! Ooh. Damn, that's tough. Yeah, no, I imagine, like, mental roulette does that to a person. Yeah, they're full 90s. Wait, they don't. They decided not to show their mental thing. Oh.
One. I'm guessing this person's leveling Dark Knight. Yeah. Why'd I get no comms? No! Range DPS life, bro. But there was a brown bunny in there. Surely they would have given me the comm. They would have been able to see that I knew what I was doing. Or at least I was more comfortable than the tank and the Dragoon. The Dark Knight and the Dragoon. Say, do you notice anything peculiar about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact that they're massive crystals and not trees. I'll give you a hint. It's the golden rings emanating from the glowing spires. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill a similar role to our sun, and do so better even. The sun and similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful to our bodies. These rings shield you from that energy while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight, or rather, a close approximation of it. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest. I like this place. I like it a lot. There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Oh, right! The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago, and with that, the most important features were fit for purpose. Which was all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Etheris. Why not go and visit Etheris yourself, you might ask? Strictly forbidden. Were our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the results would be disastrous. Then there are a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Heidelin. Fearful we might lose our ability to communicate with her altogether, we besieged her to find people on Etheris we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. No comms, even after playing the main tank for a segment. Main tank machinist. With the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited, hopeful Heidelin would find someone who would help us. Eventually she did, and though her power was waning, we were able to speak to them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens, and a means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. With all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, We learnt enough to make more meaningful changes to the moon. And now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourself as much as I am. I knew you would like Greatest Endsvale. I knew it. Thank you for coming here, by the way. I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me. Aww. There you are.
I take it you've already received the Grand Tour? A shame we missed it.
Growing Way, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, is this about the teleporter to the residential area? No, never mind that. We've got more pressing matters at hand. I'll be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really? I can't imagine why you'd need me there, but if you insist. We won't be away long, so you all are more than welcome to continue looking around the burrow. Now, come along, Growing Way. Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. And did you learn anything of import? They've spent 12,000 years preparing for this. With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or a means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly.
Forgive me, friends, but I beg your leave. There is another matter which yet begs mine attention.
Of course,
We can accompany if you'd like. Nay, that will not be necessary, if you will excuse me.
Clear now that difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Aetheris is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections, and I trust I am not alone in my reticence.
Okay. Yeah, so there's actually not too much more that I'm going to be doing right now, because the podcast starts in about 35 minutes. I say starts, but that's not quite accurate. We'll be meeting for the podcast in about 35 minutes. We never start on time, ever. Ooh, a venture coffer. What lies in store? Pastel blue. Disappointment indeed.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's our naked bun. Off he goes. He was so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think he deserves a smooch. No, they're Crystarium gloves, not Crypt Lurker. So there is no point in keeping those. That is not worth that much. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Oh, people trying to scam people for this shit. Very, very tempted to do the meanest undercut. Yeah, bro. What the heck? They sold for 120k not long ago. That's insane. Dude, look at this. So what you're saying is I could potentially sell it for this. Nice, cute little undercut, you know what I'm saying? Wow, I see you. I see you. Think you're real slick, eh? Oh yeah. You know what? Let's queue up for a good old run of Cutter's Cry for the culture. It's going to be horrible, of course, as every run of Cutter's Cry is. But I want experience.
I did no self-harm. You've gotta be slick with it, Poppers. It's not allowed, but if they don't know that it's self-harm, if you're subtle, then you can get away with it. Give me my 300 MGP. Oh, thank you. What is that? What is that weapon? That is like a weird looking harp. Ah, I see. Very strange. Yo, they got a Twitch. Oh, monkey. Monkey. I want one. Oh! Oh! You know, maybe if I put my finger on the screen, you know, maybe if I hide the 5 and the 9, if I hide that, if I hide some of these digits, you know, maybe that's how much it actually costs, right? Right? That's what we're seeing, yeah? 94,000? Uh-huh. Oh, I saw this person yesterday. They were in the dark side party. The dark inside party. This Bun, the Reaper. Oh my god, this is the greatest looking blue mage of all time. Well, now this is a Reaper. This fella edgy as fuck. With the Crypt Lurker helm as well. Very edgy. I can't believe people are not leaping at the opportunity to queue for Cutter's Cry. That's crazy. I, for one, am shocked. Let's do the Unreal. I don't even know how to get the Unreal. Do I? Oh wait, I did talk to whatchamacallit before. Speaking of which, actually, oh my god, the deadline for this is tonight. Hold on. Okay, good timing. Oh, is it that one that you get from, what's it called? The little... The like, the fox thing. Is it fox? I don't remember. No, she's not. She's sinister and evil. Now, Sloey, on the other hand, excellent, perfect, adorable, lovely, and very stupid. Oh, I know Vash Pendragon. This name rings a bell. I think, Livy, if you ever reincarnated into a cat girl, you would just be Sloey. I see. I'm into spot of bother. It is time to play my role as the main tank. Will I play it well? Absolutely not. No! I died to the sand pillar of all things. I'm not sprinting. They can wait. Now, whose fault was it that the tank died there? Was it the healer or the tank? Was the tank using their mitigation properly? I actually just wasn't paying attention. I was just shooting the gun. I'm here. Do not fret, friends. I have arrived. You know he had to do the 360 no-scope for the culture. What's your problem, bro? Alright, tank. Where you at? Oh, you're not doing the skip. Whatever. Oops. You know, all well and good, but like, a Suna would probably be better here, maybe? That is a curable debuff. It did have the blue bar above it. Oh dear. Oh my god. All this dot stings, bro. I'm just gonna... Ow! I am losing more health than I'm regaining. Okay, the dot is gone. Good old Cutter's Cry. This is a dungeon of all time. Our healer has disappeared! No! Oh! Okay, so you've decided as a Dark Knight to aggro the mobs. I see. You'll not survive against these, bro. Empty the clip. Did you just use a potion? You know what? Fair enough. Why is it always the healer as well? Why can't it just be a DPS? Ow. Ow. Bro, the AoE for that shit is so much bigger than it looks. Damn, they were quick on the stun. Ba 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 ba. It's looking bleak. That's fine. Oh. Let us cry, everybody. Yeah, I don't think we can beat the boss without a healer. Especially since they're on Dark Knight. Paladin, maybe. But Dark Knight, no. Dark Knight doesn't have nearly enough mitigation at this level. Oh, yeah. Good evening, cold soup. Thank God they know what they're doing. Good evening. They are very pink. You do know that the tank is not here yet. Why have you done this? Actual just wasting time, that stupid fucking ninja. Yeah, take this fella away from me, please. Thank you. The ram's voice is when we have to go outwards. Ram's breath. Oh, of course, man. Nah, none of you deserve it. Right. I would do the machinist quest now, but I must be going, my friends. I shall send you over to where the podcast is going to be. Of course, if you haven't played through Tears of the Kingdom, do not tune in. If you have played through Tears of the Kingdom, make sure to tune in. I'll see you guys tomorrow.